What's up guys, I'm Roxette Arisa and today I'm going to be doing the ride or die tag. This tag was created by Jaclyn Hill and I saw it, I loved it, I wanted to do it myself, and a lot of you were asking me to do it as well. So I was like, yes, it's happening. A lot of you may have already seen this video, but basically I'm just going to be talking about like my favorites of the favorites, just the things that I live for, that are everything to me. The first category is primer. Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. This thing is so good. Honestly, the best thing about this primer, in my opinion, and why it's my ride or die, is because it is just so easy to use. Literally, take the cap off, spray, 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 and then you're primed, you're ready to go. I really do love this primer. I always find that my makeup sets well over it and everything like that, but let's be real, it's mostly the ease of the product because I have a problem with like touching my face too much, especially if I have to keep washing my hands and stuff. Like, it's just, this is just so much easier and it makes my makeup look good. So definitely ride or die right here. For my ride or die foundation, I'm gonna have to go with the LC Cosmetics Micro Silk Foundation. This is a foundation that I just know no matter what I'm doing, no matter where I'm going, it's gonna do me good. It's gonna, you know, wear well throughout the day. It's gonna give me the right amount of coverage. It's buildable coverage. If I was going to a desert island and I had to just bring one foundation, this would be the foundation that I would bring. So that's why it's my ride or die. And I'm kind of a foundation junkie. I love trying out new foundations. I love wearing different kinds of foundations. I pretty much wear a different foundation every day just because I like to mix it up. I love foundations, but if I really had to think in my heart which one would I choose to be like my number one, it has to be this guy. Alrighty, concealer. I'm gonna go with the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is a concealer that I feel works well for, you know, covering up blemishes because it has nice coverage, but it also works for underneath my eyes. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of times I'm pretty high maintenance when it comes to concealer, and I'll use different ones for different things. Like I'll use, you know, a thicker one for blemishes, and I'll use a lightweight one for underneath the eyes. But if I really have to pick one, is gonna be this one because it kind of can do it all. So it's multi-use, you know, you get a good color payoff. It's just a really nice all-around concealer. It's not too heavy, it's not too lightweight, it's just right in the middle and I love it. Next category. Okay, face powder. Gotta go with Benefit Hello Flawless. This is one that I just know is gonna work. It does work for setting your foundation or your concealer, but you can always use it on its own as well, and it still has, you know, a nice reasonable coverage that doesn't wear off easily during the day. And there's just like a lot of things that I love about this foundation. It's not your average foundation or powder, I should say. It has a nice color for my skin. I'm in the shade beige, if you know, if you're wondering. But again, really love this powder and I feel like it can do it all. Find a powder that can do it all, ladies. So this was my favorite like all over face powder, but there's actually a complete separate category for under eye powder. I'm gonna go with this guy. This is the RCMA No Color Powder. This is again very, very nice. It's super finely milled. This is perfect for baking, like absolutely perfect. I've never tried the Laura Mercier under eye setting powder because nobody got money for it. It's just so dang expensive. So I opted for this because this whole thing is, I think, around $10, something like that, and it is so good, you guys, and this is gonna last you forever. Like when I use this, a lot of it spills over because baking can get messy, but I still have a lot left, so it's good for your money and it's just, it makes your skin look flawless. When I do bake and when I use this, I always get compliments on my skin because it really does give your skin like an airbrushed finish. So it's perfect for setting your under eyes. Okay, blush is next, and this is actually one that was super duper easy for me to pick. A lot of these I did, you know, kind of have to think and be like, what is realistically your favorite thing? But blush, I just like, boop, I knew it right off the top of my head because this, it is so good, and I never ever hear people talking about it. This is from the brand Cargo Cosmetics, and it's their HD Picture Perfect Blush. Wait for it, guys. This is the shade Peach Shimmer. It is stunning, like absolutely stunning. It's just a light wash of color. It really adds warmth to the skin because it has a peachy undertone and it has a slight bit of shimmer, but I wouldn't actually call it shimmer because it's not gonna look like you have like sequins on your face or anything. It's just stunning. Like, that's all I could say. It is beautiful. The first time I used this was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and actually a makeup artist used it on me when I was on set, and when she put it on me, I like almost like fell back in my chair because I had never seen a blush look so good ever in my life. I searched and searched and searched to find this, and I could never find it, but now they sell it at Kohl's. Yes, Kohl's. I know, it's really random, but they sell this at Kohl's, so people, go get it, because it is the most amazing blush, and I literally never hear people talk about it, but it's my ride or die. I take this with me every time I travel because this blush can do it all. Like, you can dress it up, you can dress it down, you can wear it with no makeup, you can wear it with full glam. It's just, it's absolutely incredible. I honestly like couldn't pick just one bronzer, so I've got two. One's high-end and one's drugstore. The drugstore one, Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. You guys know I live for this thing. Smells amazing. It has a really silky smooth texture. Like, if you feel it, you'll know what I mean. It just feels like silk between your fingers, and it is a gorgeous color. It just adds a bit of warmth. It's not too dark, at least this one isn't. This is the light shade, actually. I do want to get the medium just to try it out, but this one does work well for me and my skin tone. So yeah, it doesn't add like a super crazy amount of bronze because it is the light shade, but it is absolutely stunning. Stunner. Stunner, 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 stunner. This is the other bronzer that's definitely a ride or die for me. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is a bit darker than the butter bronzer that I have. So here are the two side by side. You can tell that this one is darker. So I do usually use this one if I'm more glammed up, and this one I use on like an everyday basis. So this guy is equally amazing. I really love the formula. Again, very silky, very smooth. It blends out nice, and both of these smell really good. They smell differently, but they both smell really good. Okay, ride or die highlighter. Let's do this. There are so many highlighters that I love and I breathe for, and like I could never give up. But if I had to choose only one to use for like the rest of my life or something like that, it would have to be the Balm Mary Luminizer. This thing is balm.com. It's just such a stunner. It has a beautiful formula. It has a beautiful color to it. It is so pigmented. I mean, just look at that. And I really do love the actual shade of it because it's kind of like a light champagne-y shade, so it really does match any look. I've seen it on tons of different skin tones, and I think it looks equally beautiful on everybody. And it's not like overly expensive. It is more of a drugstore brand. I don't know if the balm is like really considered drugstore. Like, I've heard different opinions on that, but it's definitely not going to break the bank. And this is something that I use every single day of my life, so I was like, yes, it has to be my ride or die. It works beautifully as an inner corner highlight. It goes beautifully on the cheekbones. I just think it's the most beautiful highlight I own, and I don't think I could live without it. Next category is mascara. I have to go with the Pure Fully Charged. This is the one that I've been using lately a lot. I do change up mascaras a lot as well, but this one is really, really good. I was kind of going back and forth between this and the Too Faced Better Than Sex because I really do love that one too, but I don't know. Something about this just like, it calls my name every single day, and I just like use it all the time. So I'm gonna go with this one as my ride or die. It does give me really nice volume. It gives nice length. It makes them look full. It makes my lashes look full without making them look spidery or anything, if that makes sense. So this is just a really good all around mascara, and it doesn't have any fallout or like those little like mascara things that like get on your cheek at the end of the day. You guys know what I mean. Yeah, this doesn't have it, so I gotta go with this one. For my ride or die lipstick, I'm gonna go with MAC Cosmetics Velvet Teddy. This is just a beautiful shade. Like, I really do love this shade. It's nude, but it's not too nude. You know, it has a bit of a rosy tint, but it's not too rosy. It's just kind of like all in one. And this is something that I always bring with me when I travel because it can go with so many different looks. You can wear it on every day. You'll see that a lot of the products that I'm choosing as ride or dies are things that are versatile, because that's definitely something that I look for in like my favorites of the favorites. And before we get to liquid lipstick, I wanted to add in like an honorable mention. I'm honestly not sure if this counts as more of a lipstick or a liquid lipstick. Like, I don't know where it stands because the formula is really unique. It's the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream. This is the shade London. It is by far my favorite shade that they make in this product, but I do have a lot of shades because I like the formula in general. This shade though is a stunner. Like, this is just, I don't even have words right now. It's so beautiful. It is perfection for me. You can see it right here. It has kind of like a pinky brown undertone. It's such a beautiful shade, and this does apply as a cream, but then it dries matte. So very wearable, really easy to apply. It had to be like one of my ride or dies, even though I'm not actually sure, like, is it considered a lipstick, or is it considered a liquid lipstick, or is it just a category of its own? I don't know. Comment down below what you think if you've tried these formulas, because I'm actually really interested to know, and I never know like what category to put it in. Okay, now liquid lipstick. This is for sure a liquid lipstick. This is a Jouer Longwear Lip Cream in the shade Noisette. Noisois? I know it means hazelnut in French, that's all I know, but I don't actually know the correct way to pronounce it. Jouer definitely makes one of my favorite formulas of liquid lipsticks. They are not drying, they're long wearing, they go on opaque. They're just a beautiful, beautiful formula, and this is definitely my favorite shade that I've tried. And this was actually the first shade that I tried of their liquid lipsticks, which was funny because like it's absolutely my favorite. This is the shade right here. I love it because it's not too much on the cool side, even though it is a brown toned nude. It's very neutral, very wearable. I wear this all the time, and I know, like, I just know that it's gonna do me good. It's not going to patch off anywhere or dry anywhere or like come off in any weird places or anything like that. I just love this formula so much, and I think this is by far like my ride or die liquid lipstick that I can just wear anytime, anywhere, and I know that it will work well. For my ride or die lip gloss, this is something that I did bounce around a little bit to try to figure out my real, like, true ride or die, but I ended up picking the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Creme Brulee, but they make tons of really beautiful shades. But if I had to pick only one lip gloss to use, you know, forever and ever and ever, it would probably be this one because I really love the consistency of it. It is opaque, and this shade is like the most beautiful, like, light pink. It's really perfect for everyday looks or even like glam looks. I am wearing it today, so this is what it looks like. But I love this formula, and I really like the color too. It's opaque, but it's not too opaque. Like, you can wear it over stuff, you can wear it by itself. It's just a nice all-around lip gloss. I could not pick just one lash for the life of me, so I've got two to show you guys. The first is Koko Lashes Queen Bees. I love this lash. I mean, you guys have seen me use it 100 times, and I like this because very wispy. I mean, you can see the wispiness, you know, but I really like that they work for very minimal eye looks. Like, I can wear no eyeshadow, pop these on, and I'm good to go. And they work for really glammed out looks. Like, I'm wearing them today, so this is more what they look like, and I don't know, I just really like these. Also, they're easy to apply, which is definitely important. The lash band isn't too thick or too thin. It just goes on smoothly, and they're probably one of the easiest lashes to apply in my opinion. My other lash is the House of Lashes Iconics. You can see this pair is very well loved. I feel like I take this like everywhere I travel, but don't worry, I got some extras. But by far, this is one of my top lashes. I also love a lot from Ardell. Like, I'm just like a lash fanatic. I could not pick just one, but I really like the Ardell too. Like, the Ardell Wispies are good, the Ardell Demi Wispies, the Ardell 113. Okay, I'm just getting really distracted now. Back to these guys. This is a really nice pair. These are definitely a bit more dramatic than these, in my opinion. They're not as long, but they're more full, and they have that like crisscross shape, so they're pretty flattering on my eyes. And again, I find these easy to apply. I know a lot of people don't like the lash band because it is thicker than some other brands, but personally I don't have a problem with it actually, and I like these a lot. Okay, ride or die eyeshadow palette. This was literally the hardest thing of life for me. I could not pick one. I really had to think about this one before I picked my ride or die, but I came to the conclusion that the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette is my ride or die. I picked this one because, I mean, obviously Urban Decay makes really good eyeshadows, but I picked this one specifically because of the color range. You get warm tones, you get cool tones. The most important thing actually to me was that you get, a cream shade to do a brow bone highlight, but you also get a black. And when I was looking through my eyeshadow palettes, I noticed that there actually aren't that many palettes that come with both a really nice creamy white, light shade and a stark black. This one actually isn't completely matte. This has like a little bit of a sheen to it, it looks like, to me at least. But hey, you gotta work with what you got. And this one does have, some good transition shades, a white, a black, and some other shades as well. So that's why I'm going with this one. But again, I was like, it was pretty crazy to me that not every palette has a white and a black, because those are must-haves for me. You always gotta have a brow bone highlight. You always gotta, you know, have something to either do some liner or do, what's it called? Something to set your lashes with. I always set my lashes with a black eyeshadow just so that the band doesn't show as much. So that's definitely a necessary thing for me. And this has it all. So I'm gonna go with this one. But honestly guys, like I was thinking of just doing something like if you had one brand to pick, and if I had just one brand to pick and use for the rest of my life, it would have to be Makeup Geek. They make the best eyeshadows. They're affordable. There's tons of colors, and they have the best black I've ever used in my life. Subscribers told me about it, and thank you, because it's amazing. The last category is setting spray, and honestly guys, I never hear people talk about this, but it is the best thing. It's like liquid saran wrap for your face. Like, it just holds everything in place. And it is this guy. It is the Motives Cosmetics 10 Years Younger Setting Spray. I never hear people talk about this, but it is so good. I'm not kidding you when I said like it's actually like plastic wrap for your face. It just sucks everything in, holds it down, it evens everything out, it takes away powdery residue. It does everything I want in a setting spray, and it does it well. So like, I mean, what more can you ask for, you know? Whew, the excitement was so real in this video. I feel like it really took it out of me because every single product is like with the best of the best, my favorite things. So I was getting a little crazy, but I really enjoyed this video just because, you know, it's super chill. We can just sit and talk about our favorite things, and like, who doesn't like that? Let me know in the comments below if you have any other products that are your ride or dies that I should check out, because I'm always up for checking out some new makeup. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do upload twice a week, every single week, Wednesdays and Sundays, so you don't want to miss out. Remember, you are beautiful inside and out. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.